Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Lord Hamperville! Lord Hamperville!
Are you still alive, Carruthers?
Yes, my lord.
Pity.
Lord Hamperville, you can almost smell the evil in this place.
Yes, Dr. Carruthers, the great tomb of Imhotep, High Priest of the Temple of the Sun at Carmen. My most brilliant discovery yet.
But your discovery, my lord, your discovery? It was I who discovered the tomb. It was I who spent years and years searching for it. It is I who put up with the flies to heat the endless burning sun. It is I who dug away tons and tons of dried, parched earth for these bare little pickies. It is I who sacrificed everything.
Quite. God, you're picky. One word, Carruthers, I slip up on one word, my, and you jump all over me, you ingrate. Who do you think paid for all these years, eh? Who do you think married your wife after she divorced you for desertion? Who do you think has to put up with her excessive sexual demands, eh? Who do you think lets your children call him father? And who, Carruthers, who is going to get the credit for all of this?
You?
Correct.
I'm sorry, my lord, I was being selfish.
That's quite all right, Carruthers. We'll say no more about it.
What the mummy's curse, my lord? He who enters and looks upon the mummy's face shall perish swiftly on wings of death.
Don't be absurd, Carruthers. Native lampoonery, superstitious claptrap. Complete and utter nonsense. You're a man of science, Doctor. How can a high priest who was buried alive 3,700 years ago for daring to try and revive his love, the princess, Anchus and Almond from the dead, possibly be a threat to us? Now get a grip on yourself, man. You pervert, Carruthers. What are you, a card as well? Go on, lead the way, you blithering idiot.
I don't mind telling you, my lord, I feel a little uneasy about violating his tomb.
His prison, Carruthers, his prison. Remember that he was sentenced to death, not only in this life, Carruthers, but also in the next. Forever separated from his love, cursed for all eternity. Note, Carruthers, the absence of a solar boat to carry him on his voyage of immortality. You dickhead, Carruthers.
Shouldn't we wait for the others, my lord?
I share this with no one.
But I'm here, my lord.
No one important, Carruthers. Now listen to me.
Yes.
Listen, there must be a scroll. Somewhere around here, Carruthers, there must be a scroll. I'll go screaming, raving berserk if there isn't a... Do you understand?
You all right, my lord?
Do forgive me, Carruthers, there's no family curse. I was bitten by a werewolf at the breakfast table when I was very young. Did you happen to notice if there was a full moon out tonight? You fool, Carruthers, we are in a tomb.
No, my lord, tell me. Is there anything you can take for me?
Yes. Yes, there is, Carruthers. Human blood.
Oh, well, I'll just... Oh, look, my lord. Look.
What is it? What? Oh. Why, it's the scroll.
It's a scroll.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Mine, my lord.
Mine.
I found it.
Mine. Part of life and death. Of immortality.
Hieroglyphics, my lord, it's in hieroglyphics.
Oh, what were you expecting, Wordsworth, Keats, Byron, Sesame Street, Ernie and the Big Bird? Of course it's in hieroglyphics. What are you doing, brothers? What are you doing? Back, you fool! Out of my light of destiny! The great scroll of Thoth, Carruthers. Herein are set down the magic words by which Iris raised Osiris from the dead.
Do you think you should read it, my lord, whatever effect its words may have? It was just a thought.
Oh, God. Oh, God of gods. Oh, great Thoth. Death is but a passing to a new life. We live today. We shall rise and live again. In many forms shall we return. Almighty One, pass. Pass into this...
My lord, it's beautiful.
Get away from it, Carruthers! What? Get away from it, Carruthers! It's mine! My feathers is mine! Oh. I say, Carruthers, what have we here? What have we? Oh, yes. Steady on, Carruthers.
No sign of deterioration, my lord. Not a blemish. Nice legs. Shame about the face. No heartbeat, my lord, no pulse.
My God! Do you realize what we've got here, Carruthers? Why, this could set science back 100 years. If only I knew what sustenance she needs to maintain this form.
My lord! My lord!
Carruthers!
Well, I think that's answered his question.
Name's Doe. I'm a private eye. I'm in partnership with a little quirk called human nature. I was sitting at my desk, cleaning the debris out of my 38, wondering where my next case was coming from. My bank account had just crawled under a duck. I was in a rare mood. I hadn't shot anyone in weeks. I needed a drink. I reached for a bottle and slammed it all down in one gulp. It was ink, but it was all I had. I sat there, blotting my teeth. And some guy, not more than 7 feet tall and not much wider than your normal-sized beer truck, with a popcorn machine strapped to his back, leapt from my desk drawer and started to massage my gums with an automobile jack. I picked it straight off. No butter on the popcorn. He bounced me up the ceilings a couple of times. Then he forced me to do some Jolson impressions and left. I clicked my nose back into place just as the phone rang. Phones can be like that. It was a dame. Her voice sounded as if she was stacked into her slacks like 2 big scoops of vanilla ice cream. She was in trouble. Dames can be like that. I opened up a deck of Luckies and a pack of gum. I had one of each. I knew I had to take a trip. All I had was a hat, a coat, and a gun. I put them on and made my way over to 997 Park Avenue. Suddenly it struck me. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I hailed a cab. Before I pressed the doorbell, which is in the shape of 2 copulating chipmunks, I had a feeling it was going to be one of those days where everything you touch turns to shit.
You rang?
No, I belled, actually. He was giving me the kind of look to make you feel like licking the fur off 3 meters of shag pile.
You must be the emissary of the local constabulary summoned by my lady per the medium of the bell instrumentality to arrive at some essence of precipitancy to attend to a little matter of perplexing absoluteness, yes?
Huh?
Pardon?
Just skim it, kid. Old line wants the cream.
You must be the flatfoot we are capone about the stiff.
No, I'm a private detective with a circumcision complex.
Yes, well, you'll have to take off your shoes.
My shoes? Why? Is this a front for Japanese chew and spew?
My lady has a thing about infectious diseases being transmitted to her environment.
Oh, yes, how'd you like me to wipe 'em on your tongue, fella?
Look, if you're here about the murder, then I can tell you that the murderer's name is shit, this is killing me. That's better. His name is... His name is...
You know, I knew a guy just like you once. 3 highballs and 2 sticks of tea. Took a pipe wrench to get him off the chandelier. You're dribbling on my soup.
His name is...
I'm not gonna warn you again, fella.
His name is...
I warned you. I warned you, this ain't no drip dry number, pal. This is pure woolen, subject to shrinkage. I'm not into that polyester viscose nylon muck.
Is he dead? Should I call an ambulance or doctor? How much time has he?
Well, put it this way. If he cuts out sweets and fried foods, he should have 10 minutes.
There's a knife sticking out of his back and 6 bullet wounds in his chest. How do you explain that?
Well, I'm just an innocent bystander, lady, but I'd say he couldn't stand the pain of the knife sticking out of his back, so he just took his own life. Shot himself in the chest 6 times.
Are you the private investigator I called?
Uh-huh, what's your trouble?
How do you know I'm in trouble?
You look a little tight around the eyes.
I could be just frustrated.
In that case, you wouldn't be just tight around the eyes. Now, what can I do for you?
Show me you're a private dick first.
Say that? Just my style. Crude. Hello, baby. There's my card.
His name is...
Nice name, but an awful address. And private investigator is bad. It should have been investigations. A very small lower left-hand corner.
They're small enough, say, what's your name?
Corrine Hamperville, kiss me.
That's been on my mind ever since you crossed your legs. She was wearing a delicate perfume. Beautiful, bewitching, intoxicating. You heard of taboo? She was wearing sabu. Smelled like an elephant. Have you been running? You smell tired. One more warm day and you'll spoil. It was a subtle approach. But I think she fell for it.
Joe, I feel so silly.
You feel silly.
I'm all tongue-tied. I don't know what to say. I've never kissed a private dick before.
Now, that's not a bad little conversation opener.
Is it time, my lady?
Let's not rush it, Jeeves. Oh, Joe, hold me. I need it so badly.
Let's just talk a little first.
I think I'm being followed by a man.
What'd he look like?
Well, I only saw him for a second. He had dark hair, thick, bushy eyebrows, a high-bridged, fleshy nose, lidless eyes, a thin, narrow jaw with a dimple you could lose a marble in, and a deep, slashed, evil mouth surrounded by narrow, colorless lips. He was wearing a brown suit, which coat was a little small for the shoulders, the trousers a little tight under the armpits. His hat was at least 2 sizes too big and had perspiration stains around the brim. He was wearing tan and white brogues, white shoelace eyelets, the paint chipped a little, and his left sole was worn more than his right. Oh, and he walked with as much noise as a fly makes walking up wallpaper in tennis shoes. But as I said, I only saw him a moment.
It's a pity you didn't hit the color of his eyes. Would have more to go on.
The color of his eyes!
I'm pretty certain he was armed.
Uh-huh.
I caught a glimpse of 2 45 service revolvers, serial numbers 71909 and 65498 under each arm, a Luger, or possibly a 10-shot Mauser automatic in his left-hand coat pocket, and a Thompson machine gun wrapped in today's copy of the New York Times, which I wouldn't have noticed at all. Only he shot the newsboy when he shortchanged him.
Now, my lady?
No, Jeeves, not now.
Sorry, my lady, I'll just crawl away and die somewhere. If you need me, just bell.
Thank you, Jeeves, that will be all.
Why do you think he's following you?
Just one of those feelings, Joe. I think he's the same chap I married 2 years ago, but I'm not sure. We always had the light out when we were in bed, and we used to get undressed in the closet.
Has he got anything on you?
Should I tell you?
Probably wouldn't be wise, but
Blackmail, Joe. He got me drunk, put me in compromising positions with strange men, took photographs.
That dirty animal! Haven't got any of them handy, have you?
You know what's good about you, Joe?
No, what?
I was hoping you had an answer.
She was giving me the kind of look I could feel in my hip pocket. My salivary glands were shifting into third. I knew she didn't stop. I'd have to put a bullet in the calf of the left leg. You better pour me a drink.
What would you like?
You kidding? Give me a shot of cheap bourbon in a dirty glass. But make sure there's a fly speck on the rim.
Joe, you're so brave, I bet you eat red meat. You're not going to believe this, but all my buttons have just popped undone.
I believe them.
Some lovers love dancing all night, cheek to cheek till morning light, meeting doors with bloodshot eyes and stiff feet. Listen, baby, I can't handle that beat. I don't want to dance until dawn. This music makes me feel so forlorn. Why don't we try a different rhythm, my dear? Let's get the hell out of here.
want to dance until dawn.
I really love to, but it's hell on my horn.
All the moonlight people loving you'll admit. So let's not linger, lover, let's split. I don't want to dance until dawn. Merely thinking of it brings on a yawn. Skip the romance, I want action, my dear. Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, Joe, I'm so alone and afraid. I've got no one to turn to for help if you won't help me. Oh, Joe, be generous. You're so brave and so strong. Surely you can spare me some of that courage and strength. Oh, Joe, help me. I need it so badly.
She was good. You mind picking me up? Right, let's just focus on the main problem that's facing you. How much you gonna pay me?
Money is no object.
That's the nicest thing you could have said.
All you have to do is keep me alive until midnight tomorrow when I collect my inheritance of $200 million.
$200 million? $200 million? How does anyone make $200 million?
Mother was the only woman on a Greek freighter. Do you do much of this sort of work, Joe?
That's going on. I'm a Tibetan monk in my spare time.
Well, I must warn you that there are certain persons who would benefit from my death. You may have your head beaten to a pulp, your arms broken, your chin used as a backboard for a basketball game, and your legs snapped like celery stalks.
But loving every minute of it. You mind picking me up?
Joe! I think I'm in love with you. You know, when a light hits you at a certain angle.
I'm almost handsome.
Joe, I know I'm just a woman who's about to inherit $200 million. But I want you, Joe. Make love to me. Take me roughly, passionately, spare me nothing. Oh, Joe, let's not waste time. Oh, Joe, yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes, yes!
No!
Yes, yes, yes!
Come on, head! No! Oh!
Oh, Joe, you dog!
She was good. So good. You do it.
Now, my lady!
Oh, no, Jesus, definitely not now.
Oh, but Master Gerald, it's time for your next hormone shot.
I'm gonna ignore that.
This is the city.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shut up, or I'll eat you.
Dun.
Shut up! My name is Detective Bombay, as in... I'm a cop. This loony is my partner, Milo Buttkis. You must be Corrine Hamperville. It's 5:23 p.m. Came as soon as we got your 1011 in progress, ma'am. Butler, shot out of fashion. I'd like to ask you a few questions, ma'am, just routine, off the record. Would you like to sit on my face? Just the facts, ma'am. Remember, nothing escapes Bombay, as in... Now, what seems to be a problem, ma'am? Just the facts.
Well, you
That's difficult, hey? It's 5:27 p.m. Right. Now, I'd like you to start at the very beginning and leave nothing out.
What beginning?
The very beginning.
Oh, that beginning. God created heaven and earth.
Kid system. Cut the witticism. That's how people get false teeth.
Well, Mr. Whistlebag, all the lights went out, and then there was this blood-curdling, goose-flesh-raising scream, the crackety-crack of gunfire, the sound of glass splintering into a cobweb of terror, and the menacing cry of the dreaded werewolf.
I just love these eyewitness accounts. 5:35 p.m. Right, now where were you when all this was happening?
I was in the car with you, Chief.
I was talking to her.
Oh, sorry. Thought you were looking at me.
Just hum, Buttkis. That way I know you're still alive. Here, put this in your scabbard.
But, Chief, I'm not wearing a scabbard.
You are now, dummy.
But Chief, I think...
Far too much. 5:41 p.m. and there's still no break in this case. Right. Now what about oral sex? Think fast and talk slow. Where were you? At precisely 4:30 p.m.
Oh, but that was after
After
the...
what?
After 4 p.m.
Shut up, Buttkis. I'll rip out your tongue and paint you like a barber's pole. Oh, God, I hate people I don't like.
At 4:30 p.m. I was engrossed in hiring a private detective to keep me alive so that I could collect my inheritance of $200 million. Oh, but that was before. Before I found that same private detective propping up my butler, who had a knife sticking out of his back. Oh, and 6 gunshot wounds to his chest. Oh, I hope I haven't said anything to give you the wrong impression.
Wrong? Sorry, could you go over that again? I was fighting an erection. Now all we're interested in is the fact. Just the fact. How long have you been causing stiffs?
I beg your pardon.
The rigid.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean.
The deceased. The passed on. The done for. The kicked the bucket. The launched into eternity. The joggers in the valley of death. Dead as doornails. Gone bye-byes. You know, goodbye family home. Hello tombstone. The dead bodies, you yo-yo.
Oh, you mean the cadavers.
Pardon?
The cadavers.
What's that?
Oh my God, the stiffs, you jerk!
I think she's got you there, Chief.
Jesus! One more word out of you, Buttkis, and I'll climb down your throat and swing on your liver.
Groan.
What was that?
One of the dead bodies just groaned, Chief.
Really? Surely not. Perhaps it was just the death cry of a worker ant.
Was it really? I don't think I've ever heard the death cry of a wick ant.
Haven't you, Buttkis?
No.
Truly?
Ow!
Well, you're right. It must have been one of the dead bodies that groaned.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh, Joe! Oh, no, it's him.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Joe! Oh, you wild, unpredictable guy, you. Why did you do it? You killed him, Joe. Oh, we're wasting time. Oh, there's nothing anybody can do. You're done for as a nice person. So I'm just going to have to hand you over. If you're good, you'll be out of Sing Sing in 20 years. Oh, I'd be waiting for you. Oh, and if they hang you, I'll always remember you.
Whoever she was, he was good. The phrase, you killed him, Joe, was a nice touch. Like closing a man's eyes after you knifed him. Stood out like a tarantula on a kid's birthday cake and came up smelling like a flame.
You know, when the light hits you at a certain angle...
I'm almost... I suppose you should make it a point of trying every experience at least once. Except maybe incest and folk dancing.
Well, I've got you this time, Mr. Clever Dick. Milo, if he makes one move, shoot him.
Right, Chief. If you make a move, I shoot him.
No. He makes a move, him.
Right, Chief. If he makes a move, I shoot you.
Buttkis! I may just have to kill you. Now, if him makes a move towards me, or you kill him, got it?
Right. I shoot you, him, or me. If him or you makes a move towards me, right, I got it.
Good. Buttkis, tag the stiff.
Pardon?
The butler. Tag the butler, him. Now, while you're at it, make out a detailed account of cause of death.
Right, Chief.
Okay, Doe. Why'd you kill him?
Kill him? I never even seen him before. He must have been dead when I arrived.
Who was dead when you arrived?
You know who's dead.
Sure, I know who's dead, but who do you think's dead?
The guy you're trying to tie me to, who's dead.
Now, why would I be trying to tie you to a guy who's dead?
Don't you know?
No, I'm asking you.
Well, I'm telling you.
Telling me nothing.
I don't even know the guy.
What guy?
The guy who's dead.
Who's dead?
Ah, he's on first. What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
Chief, he has contusions, multiple lacerations, broken neck, broken tibia and fibula, both legs, and a compressed skull fracture.
Beats me how he can stand up at all with that lot.
No, not him. Him.
Oh, right, him, right. Well, Gumshoe, looks like the stiff is going to tell us everything we want to know.
Yeah? Well, if he spills anything, don't believe him. He's been dead for 10 minutes. Shut up, that ain't funny. You think all these people are wrong? I'm innocent, Chief. I'm innocent. You gotta believe me. I was zapped from behind when the lights went out, and I don't remember nothing till I woke up a second ago. I hate violence, but if it comes my way, I love it. Tell me one thing, Chief. Just tell me. What did I kill this guy with, huh? Answer me that.
Buttkis?
There's a knife wound in his back, Chief.
I think I can say without any fear of contradiction that you used a knife.
There's 6 bullet wounds in his chest.
Or a very sharp gun.
He didn't die from the knifing or the shooting, Chief.
Of course he didn't die from the knife. What, he didn't? No. Let me guess. Let's see, he was stabbed, right? Then he was shot. It was the fall to the floor that killed him, right?
Very close. All his internal organs have been removed, and his body dried out. First by soaking in a salt solution, and then by dusting with natron, a form of carbonate of soda. His body was then wrapped in bandages and soaked in oils.
It's neat. It's too neat. It's too easy. It's as though someone wants us to think that he committed suicide.
He was a very efficient butler.
Shut up! Whose side are you on anyway?
Chief, you mind telling me what my motive was for bumping this guy off?
Not until my nurse arrived. But only then have we speak in Norwegian.
Sounds reasonable.
5:57 p.m. Well, why isn't she here? How can I carry on an investigation and have my nurse with me? Where is she? Go! Shut up! Go on, don't, come on. That's all I ever get from you. Oh my God, I feel terrible. My mind needs clearing. I need time to think. Right. Now let's see. What have we got here exactly, Buttkis?
Well, Chief, we've got a guy who's dead. A stunned Private Dick who says he's innocent. And a woman with a mustache who says he's not.
What about my missing nurse?
Well, that's casting the net a bit wide, isn't it, Chief? Just where does your nose fit in?
Right about here.
Your breathing's getting heavy. There's sweat upon your brow. Your heartbeat's palpitating, and your temperature is wow. You're suffering from a fever, and everybody knows it. You're suffering from a fever. That's what I diagnose. I sure hope that the prescription don't sound too sordid, but honey, let me tell ya, I'm just what the doctor ordered. I see you need some sucker, but I'm the best in town. You need no spoon of sugar to help this medicine go down. Your employment is the problem. I'll be out enjoying, though my practice may not be perfect. It'll certainly make you fine. My breathing's getting heavy. There's sweat upon my
did that.
I was in great shape for a guy with 3 busted ribs and a lump on the back of his head the size of Dolly Parton's tits. I'd been set up to take a moiter rap by a 900-pound brunette. She looked like a model for Concord. Now the question was, why was I set up? The answer was simple. There are things I don't know. This is one of them. After all, I'm just an all-American boy whose hobbies include football, skydiving, boxing, dressing up like Marlene Dietrich. Now I've been hired by the dame as a bodyguard. All I needed now was the whereabouts of the dame. Maybe she'd have the why and the wherefore. The only thing that stood in my way was a cop. A cop who'd snip everything except the horse's ass. And his partner, who was one. It was time for the old grandstand play. I just hoped all the players was on the field. All right. Now that I have your attention, I'm not the one to stand still and wait for it marking time, all right? I'm not going to be left holding the bag. Right wheel, start from the beginning, on the spot, so to speak. Now, I know you're jumping out of your skins with confessions, but I hope something pins in your tiny mind because I'm hopping mad. And I put it to you that you are an actual fat blowing raspberries at the law right now. You left me here to take the rap. You're nothing but a front for a cheap, double-dealing party who I reckon will be real flat when he hears that you're the one who's taking the fall. Yeah! Well,
I don't know. No, I was standing
I was talking to him. I was talking to her.
So, the fat is in the fire, the die is cast, the jig is up, the goose is cooked, the cat is out of the bag, and the shit has hit the fan. You think you're so smart, Mr. Private Dumb Dick? Unrod the dick, Mr. Whistlebang. With the fingertips only, thank you. Good, good. Put it on the bar there, would you? Good, good. Now you and the loony stand over there where I can see you all. One false move and you'll get it in the groins for your troubles. All right, you cheap Seamus, what gave me away?
The fact that you're a man with a hair lip didn't help very much.
Is that all?
Well,
stay where you are!
I was almost fooled. Almost sucked in by a clever disguise. Brunette wig, shapely hips, those long, slender legs, that little giggle in your voice. But you slipped up on one thing.
My taste in clothes?
No, your complexion. I've seen better skin on a salami.
Is this what you're after, Mr. Doe? Back against the wall, punk. Saw right through me, did you?
Like a pane of glass, sister. Brother, whatever.
Yes, well, I can't afford any witnesses. You're all going to die.
Wait!
I have just one question. One question, and then I'm arresting you for murder.
How can you arrest me for murder, Mr. Whistlebang, when I'm the one holding the guns?
That was my question.
Chief! That's blood!
What did you expect, fish and chips? Of course it's blood.
Well, Chief, are you all right?
Ah, it's just a gash. Just a gaping bloody hole. Get after him, stupid!
What did you call me?
I said you're stupid. S-T-U-P-I-D, stupid.
I am not stupid. It's just that you are incoherent. I-N-K-K. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'll rub it out.
Buttkis.
I-N-C-O, comma, O-H, exclamation mark, E-R-E-N-T, incoherent. Full stop.
You know what you also are, Buttkis?
No? What?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, no, I'll get after him.
Okay, Doe. I'm gonna lay this murder and the kidnapping of the dame at your door. And when I do, Doe, I'll personally strap you into that little gas chamber up there in San Quentin and watch as you fight not to take a breath. But you will. And when you do, Doe, all you'll get for your trouble, Doe, will be cyanide fumes. And you'll choke, and you'll gas, and you'll froth at the mouth, and you'll dribble down your shirt front, and your limbs will go into uncontrollable spasms, and you'll claw at the chair under your fingernails and fight against the straps holding you. And that, Doe, is what they call humane execution in this state.
Cyanide, huh?
Cyanide! One sniff, and oblivion.
Not habit forming.
Take a walk, Doe. Make sure it's not to the nearest airport. You're a suspect, Doe. Keep your hands out of my nuts.
I hit the street in the night air. The silence was so dense we must have shipped it over from Ireland. I knew if I didn't crack this case wide open within 24 hours, I'd only have to stand still and the cops would swarm all over me like flies on a day trip to Paradise Gardens. I had a niggly feeling that there was something breathing down my neck. My blood began to move around inside me like a prospective tenant looking over a house. There was an almost distinct smell of decaying feet in the air. Need both, but I'd probably be beaten to death before they arrived. You mind picking me up? I got a feeling my head's close to my feet by about 6 inches.
Yeah. How do you do that, Joe?
Them old whites in the circus?
No.
I can't tell you.
Well, who hit you, Joe?
I don't think you're gonna believe this. Then again, in your case, who knows? I was attacked by a huge midget, dressed in used surgical dressings from head to foot.
It's a poor neighborhood, Joe. Heaven knows why.
I pumped enough recycled Dachshunds into this guy to kill an elephant. All he did was bleed grains of sand.
Now let me get this straight. A huge midget, you say, dressed in bandages, bled sand. Any distinguishing features?
Uh-huh. He had smelly feet.
Smelly feet, huh? Well, that could make all the difference. I'll get right onto it.
The sale of odor readers was about to pick up. His case was beginning to turn sour. Now, the only lead I had was his dame, Corrine Hamperville. The ample sex appeal to stampede a businessman's lunch. Smooth, shiny, hard-boiled, and loaded with sin. Enough to make a bishop dig a hole in a stained glass window. I crossed 34th Street, just as a black limo a quarter of a mile long with hubcaps the size of bicycle wheels came swinging around the corner spitting lead. The whole of the 31st Street branch of the Harry Krishna band dropped like stones to the pavement. Any other time, I might have found this amusing. Their leader just stuck me for $50 for 2 sticks of incense and a have-a-nice day bag. Before he bled to death all over my painting letters. Man had no class. I must have been at 34th Street before I noticed him. Those the name the guy been following for the last couple of blocks.
I ain't following nobody.
Your feet are, maybe you can't control them. Have it your own way. I may eat breakfast across the street. Orange juice, bacon, eggs, toast, honey, 3 or 4 cups of coffee, and a toothpick. Now, if anything worries you beyond endurance, just drop in and chew it over. I'll only be oiling my piece.
We got the dame Corrine Hamperville on ice.
She's too big for you. She'll roll on you and smother you.
That's a kind of dirty crack to make, Mac.
You're right. I've been mixing with the wrong kind of people lately. Okay, so give me the bad news first.
The Fatman wants to see you.
And what if I don't want to see him? What's the good news?
Blood all over the gidgey bricks.
I was looking down the muzzle of a Mauser that looked like the mouth of Luna Posh. I didn't move. Not being bulletproof was an idea I had to get used to. Tell me, small size, what's a low-down, depraved, sniveling, cowardly turkey like you doing in a nice little business like this?
Well, I was a 2-bit, no-good, hustling punk. When Mama took me to her side, she said, "Gunsel, my boy, Gunsel, my boy." As she spoke her last words, I cried. I want you to promise to your loving mum that you won't grow up to be a bum. So I promised her faithfully then and there, as they strapped her into the electric chair, that the day would come when they'd christen her son. Public enemy number 1. I'm working my way to the top. I've climbed up the ladder of crime, shooting up through the ranks. I ain't gonna stop till I've reached the big time. No more mugging old ladies for nickels and dimes. No more candy from babies. I hate nursery rhymes. I'm through pinching hubcaps, I'll start stealing cars. I'll cut myself shaving to get me some scars. I'm through with that juvenile delinquency jazz. Farewell, reform school, hello, I'll get that day. My way to that time. Hey, I'm the ladder of time. I'm fine. Oh, the black man, I know where it's at, man. I'm headed for the big time, big deal. Hey, it's just a stand for back in my top. I'll speak when it suits me, when I'm number 1. orders from no man, I've come to believe it's better to give than it is to receive. So bring on the broad, bring on the booze. I'll be making offers that no one can refuse. Hey, on my way to the top. Sex pop, hey, the ladder of time. Up, Fran! Gotta promise the king, just to prove I'm no cheap. I'm headed for the big time. I'll go to the shops, I'll hold over the aces. Catch me little blocks while the cops on my laces. They're gonna reveal me every hooker and hood. The world's gonna fear me, is that understood? Say, Ma, can you see me now? Your son's not a flop. Say, Ma, he's working, your little boy's working. He's working his way to the top.
So, Mr. Doe, we meet again. Do come in, sir. I thank you for coming, sir. I do hope my hasty exit didn't leave you in a precarious position with the law, Mr. Doe. But imagine my alarm when I found that you'd seen straight through my ingenious disguise as Miss Hamperville here.
You okay, Miss Hamperville? They do anything to you? Molest you? Rape you? Perform indecent acts?
Oh, no! The girl can live at home.
I take it, Mr. Doe, that you've been formally introduced to my small friend, Consul Malloy.
We blazed the trail of passion all the way over from 34th Street.
Don't keep riding me, Gumshoe. I'll break you into small pieces.
You couldn't break wind.
Gentlemen, this is getting us nowhere. Come, Mr. Doe, let's get down to cases without beating around the bush or putting the cart before the horse. In a nutshell, the short of it is, you have the Maltese cocky and I want it. Now, unless you hand it over to me post-haste, I shall have Gunzel turn you and the lady into a gaudy 24-hour motel sign.
What's the Maltese cocky?
By gad, sir. You don't know what the Maltese cocky is? Gunzel!
Well, she told me, boss. She told me her. She gave it to him.
Eyes as crazy as two wolves and mice. She hasn't given me anything. I hope.
You disappoint me, Mr. Doe.
Perhaps I'm not ready to talk. Why should I?
This, Mr. Doe. Oh, and I might make it worth your while.
Well, that's the spirit. Let's leave the gun out of this. I can always hear the sound of money. How much you clinking at me?
$200 million, Mr. Doe. Now, do we have a deal?
Do we have a deal? I've been rubbing two nickels together for months trying to get them to mate. Do we have a deal? No.
No!
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 No! I think the no's have it.
By gad, sir, I think you are a very moronic person. You look moronic. You are in a moronic business. And what you're about to get, Mr. Doe, you deserve. You moronic type person, you.
After a while it began to sink in, I was a moron. Now listen, Moby Dick. I don't know nothing about no Maltese cocky. And for $200 million, well, I'd tell you if I did. Now after the dame tell me anything, dames lie just for practice. I've been told enough white lies today to ice a Christmas cake.
Come, Mr. Doe, I shall ask you for the last time, sir, where is the Maltese cocky?
What? I don't know nothing about no Maltese cocky. Bombay duck, Lithuanian lark, Macedonian mockingbird, Brazilian budgie, Hegglestonian headpecker, Peruvian parrot, or for that matter, the Alaskan albino, bum-fighting, squid-eyed caribou.
Very well, Mr. Doe. You leave me no choice, sir. Gunzo, get him.
Okay, sister. Out of the chair. You. Into the chair. Please.
Life can often deal some cruel and crippling blows. Ah! It may decide to squeeze your head. Or jump up and down on your toes. A fist may try to bust your guts. A knee or two might bruise your nuts.
Oh, Mr. Malloy!
I said nuts!
Sorry.
Fate may even snap your arms in half.
Oh, shit!
My advice to you, my son, never lose your sense of fun. Just roll with the punches and laugh. I don't let you trouble turn blue skies into grey. I don't let disappointment spoil a beautiful day. Oh, when you feel you hit the pits, there's no need to get the shits. You can keep your blues at bay. A life is a funny sight to it. Why don't you subscribe to it and laugh your woes away? When you think about tomorrow, do you feel gloomy or glum? Have those golden dreams of yesterday suddenly died in the bum? Have you been done in or diddle? Then crack a joke and tell a riddle, and things won't seem as bad as you suppose. When your fortune turns aside, just sit back, enjoy the ride, and laugh your woes away.
Oh, make him stop! Make him stop! I can't bear it anymore! Make him stop! He doesn't know anything about the Maltese cocky. He thought I was inheriting $200 million. I needed him to keep me alive until midnight tomorrow when the family vault will be opened. I'm sorry, Joe, I had to do it. He doesn't know anything about the Maltese cocky. He thought I was inheriting $200 million. I needed him to keep me alive until midnight tomorrow when the family vault will be opened. He doesn't know that my father, Lord Hamperville, stole the Maltese cocky from an Egyptian tomb 50 years ago. He also doesn't know that my father is a victim of a family curse of being a werewolf. He also doesn't know that ever since the violation of the tomb by my father, the mummy has been roaming the earth, seeking revenge on whoever possesses the Maltese cocky. But apart from that, I'm saying nothing.
Gee, that was some mouthful.
Second nature to her.
That's all very well, but I want the cocky.
Yeah, we want the cocky.
No, I want the cocky.
Ever met a dame who didn't?
Look! This is getting us nowhere! Gunzo!
Oh.
Gift wrap them both. And deliver them, Gunzo. Deliver them, Gunzo, to the country estate, where we will find out once and for all just who gets the cocky.
I don't like the way he said that.